Yo guys, TeamVLR George here back again, this time around with a very anticipated, very sought after deck profile from my man Chase. Chase, what's good, yo?
Yo, what's up, guys?
Dude, people have been clamoring for this deck profile, man.
Yeah.
The SPYRAL profile, that shit blew up. We didn't expect it to blow up like it did, but yeah. Chase, let's get into it, man.
Yeah, alright. Before I want to start the profile, I want to give a good shout out to my boy TeamVLR's Matt.
Who?
He gave me some pointers on this deck, so I just wanted to shout him out.
Respecting the OG, okay.
Yeah, of course. Alright, so let's get into the profile.
Of course.
Alright, so to start off the profile for the SPYRAL monsters, you want to play... I play 2 Super Agent, 2 Master Plan, 1 Quick Fix, 1 Drone, 1 Sleeper, and 1 Last Resort. So the reason behind these ratios is I only play 2 Super Agent because 2 is like a good ratio. You don't want to really see it in your opening hand as much. So that's why I left it at 2. 2 Master Plan because...
You would always resolve it?
You always want to resolve it. You don't always want to open it, so I don't want to play 3. Sometimes it's good because I run a lot of discard fodder in this deck, so if you do open one, it's fine.
Okay.
So, and then obviously the 1 Quick Fix, 1 Drones because they're at 1 broken, and then 1 Sleeper and 1 Last Resort because these are just searchable.
They're like 2 peas in a pod, you know?
Basically. Alright, that's it for the SPYRAL monsters. And then we get...
Ooh, the bankroll right there.
The bank over here. We got 3 Magician Souls. You have to play this card at 3. This card's amazing.
Is this card really that good?
It's honestly, if you look at my 2-card combo, this
Yo,
card's
link in the comments.
Yeah, this card's amazing. Dumps, SPYRAL Master Plan, and if you open up Rescue, you just have full combo right there. It's just an amazing card.
Damn, no wonder it's so expensive.
And then I run a small danger package, so we got the 1 Mothman, 2 Tsuchinoko, 2 Jackalope, and the 1 Nessie.
Of course, because you can only run one.
Yeah. So the reason why I'm only playing 1 Mothman is because I felt like I wanted to condense the danger package to like 6 cards instead of like 7, which is like kind of off for me. So it kind of sucks that Nessie got hit to 1. So technically this is like a second Nessie in a sense. So that's just my ratios. Then we got some spicy level
tech,
1s over here.
Some technology.
We got this Tenyi Spirit over here. We got DD Crow, Jet Synchron. So these 1-ofs right here. This 1-of, it's a free summon if you don't control any effect monsters. It's an Earth. So what I do is I play the Scrap combo, and when you summon this guy out, he's basically this plus Scrap equals Curious. So you can make Curious with this guy.
Jeez, because he's a worm, yeah.
He's also a worm too. So
that's crazy.
And then DD Crow, obviously, for the Lyric combo to search. And then I play Jet Synchron because it's another way as a discard.
Yeah, discard fodder and an extender.
And an extender because you send it off of Scrap.
So good. It's even better with Native Fiber.
Yeah. Plus, if you open with this and wear Arfthau, you can search out your Quick Fix or Drones.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
And then, obviously, the Scrap
the aforementioned Scrap recycler.
Yeah, it like... I decided to play this over the Dark Warriors because I felt like this is a more like solid normal summon than just summoning Arma or Greffer and just sending Master Plan. Because with this, basically you get 2 dumps off of Scrap, and plus like the free summons as well. And if you're going second, you basically get to pop 2 cards.
Yeah, the ceiling's a lot higher with this engine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It just sucks when you open up with the Scrap Golem.
Fucking ugly guy, bro. Stay in my deck, bro. What are you doing?
Scrap Fridge, bro.
For Chet ass.
For Chet ass. Alright. Now, these are some 1-ofs. So we got Foolish Burial Goods, 1 for 1, and Monster Reborn. So these are just some 1-ofs that, I felt like were really good for the deck. I only play 1 Foolish Goods because I don't want to open up multiples of this because it's only once per turn.
Yeah.
And if I do open up with Rescue, for example, then basically it's just another one of these. So, and then yeah, obviously the 1 for 1, you pitch a danger, you pitch literally anything. Summon Quick Fix, that's a big full combo. And then yeah, Monster Reborn because Monster Reborn. Of course. And then we got 3 Call by the Grave.
On the deck. So that makes sense.
Literally. Droll like is amazing this format.
Oh, yeah, true.
So literally this deck just hard loses to Droll. So I felt that like, I needed to like play Call by the Grave just to, secure yourself to
Secure the bag, yeah.
secure the bag, you know, make the combo. And then we got 2 Where Art Thou, 1 Spiral Mission Assault. I'm playing 2 Big Red, 1 Terraforming, and 1 Spiral Resort. So I'm only playing 2 Where Art Thou because I don't necessarily want to see 3. I felt like 2 was like a pretty good ratio as to if I want to like draw it or not. 1 Assault because you only want to play 1. Card's kind of bricky. You always want to have this card in the grave so that you can banish it to special summon your Spiral cards from hand. And then I'm playing 2 Big Red instead of 1 Big Red because...
Or as it's called here, Der Grobe Rot.
Yeah, this is German. Basically because I have a lot of discard fodder in this deck, and it doesn't like suck too much when you open with this. Just so that basically it's like it works as another Spiral Mission Rescue if you have this plus Souls. So you get into your combo basically either way.
Sure.
And then obviously the 1 Terraforming and 1 Resort. This card's broken.
You ever consider running more than 1 field spell so that Terraforming is always live?
Oh, no. not
That answers that, I guess.
And then we got the 3 Spiral Mission Rescue. This card's insane. You need to play it at 3.
Yeah.
This card is like what literally makes this deck like just crazy.
The other half of the 2-card combo.
Oh yeah.
Okay, what's the next? Extra deck?
Yeah, we got the extra deck. So I'm running 2 double Helix. I know some people opt for running 1, but I felt that, for example, if you're doing your combo and this gets interrupted, and somehow you just can't bring this back from the grave, then going into another one basically, you know, secures your combo, and then basically you can just go off from there. So that's just my ratios. And then we got obviously the 1 Scrap Wyvern. Then we got Barricade Board Blocker.
Best card.
Also, amazing card. People forget about the field spell protection effect while this is on the field.
Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. And then we got some nightmares. So we got Unicorn, Cerberus. Oh, sorry. Phoenix, Cerberus, Unicorn,
Got your nightmares
and
mixed
Griffin.
up. Oh, all of them, bro.
Yeah, you play all of them.
Jeez.
So in this deck, you can easily link climb. So basically, this clear out, you know, floodgates, all that stuff, back rows that you don't want to deal with.
And you're discarding at the same time.
And you're also discarding. These are all like just discard outlets. Just this entire deck is just discard turbo, basically.
Okay.
Cerberus, it's good in some occasions.
Probably the weakest of the bunch.
Probably the
for
weakest
sure.
of the bunch. But when you do your Tri-Gate, you know, 3 co-linked cards, then this protects everything but from card effects, so it's really good. Unicorn, because, you know, it's spin a card, obviously, you know, we want to get rid of like problem cards.
What are you setting off Griffin?
Griffin, right now I'm not playing a floodgate right now.
Oh, you're just using it for
I'm
its,
just
like,
using
a
it
special
for
effect.
its special effect, where if it's on the field, basically special summon monsters can't activate their effects unless they're linked.
Correct, yeah.
So that's basically what I'm
Still a
doing.
good floodgate in a
Yeah,
sense.
so I'm basically just working on ratios right now. So if I do want to put a floodgate in, then I'll throw one in. Then we got Curious. This card's amazing.
Yeah.
Then we got Appaloosa,
Okay.
Linkuriboh,
All right.
Tri-Gate, and Boral Sword. So just some other links. Obviously, Appaloosa is amazing. You know, if you want to link away your master plan, you know, into this, to basically get +2. You know, just free negates. Linkuriboh, you know, sometimes you get stuck if you open up with just like one level 1. So you can go into Linkuriboh, then you can use Quick Fix, add Big Red, special summon it back, and then, you know, you can link off from there. Tri-Gate is really good if you want to make a 3 negate board, basically. When it's co-linked to 3 things, basically once per turn, during either player's turn, it can negate an activation and banish it. So it you know, sometimes you want to make this. And then you got Boral Sword for, you know, those boards where you just
Go for game.
You go for game, basically.
Yeah.
So, then after that, we got 2 Xyz. We got obviously the Lyriglick for the combo, and I'm also running
Dugaris.
Dugaras. So just in case, you know, if you ever have 2 level 4s on the field, like Mothman and Super Agent, you can just go into this and either reborn something back, or, you know, obviously the draw 2 discard one is like really.
It's pretty good with the traps.
It's really good with the traps and all that. Yep. So that's it for the extra deck. And now this is the side deck.
Side deck, let's see it.
It's a work in progress, but, you know, so obviously
one red
reboot.
That's so sad.
Obviously, I'm still playing it. It's
Yeah,
really
it's good if it comes
It's still
up.
good if it comes up.
Yeah.
I mean, if you do happen to open with it, it's still a blowout. Then I'm Beside that, I'm playing 2 evenly matched and 3 twister. So I decided to only put in 6 cards for back row because I feel like that's like the right ratio for the amount of cards that I want to deal with back rows. I don't want to over flood like my side deck with just back row hate, basically. So that's why I'm playing those. And then we got obviously 3 Dark Ruler. Going second against combo decks.
Isn't it really good against yours deck? Like in the mirror, if it ever comes
in the
up?
mirror, if this does come up, this card's amazing against my deck. Unless you basically set a floodgate off of Griffin and you send it off Curious to basically, if you get like an anti-spell or something like that, then it would stop this. But this is a really amazing card against the Spiral board. Basically, it just shuts off everything and then you can like combo off. And then I'm also signing 3 Nibiru as well.
My Nibiru, okay.
I feel like it's still pretty good, even after this ban list.
Yeah, there's still combo decks around.
There's still combo decks lying around, sometimes if they can't get to their Appaloosa, on their like 5th summon, then you just nip them, and then you can basically just combo off on your turn.
Cool.
So, and then the last 3 cards,
okay.
I feel like this card.
This is your like meta call right here.
This is the meta call right here. I feel like this card is gonna start seeing a lot more play.
Okay.
Because a lot more decks search, and a lot of decks are reliable on their searches.
Now that Colossus is gone, everyone's searching.
Oh, 100%. So, especially this deck as well. The deck searches a lot, so if it gets hit by Droll, then it's a really bad hit to the deck. So this is like a really good side deck card, for sure. And that's
the whole deck.
That's it. Yeah.
It's a pretty nice deck, Chase. All right, guys, try it down below. Tell us what you think. Let us know if you want to see any other decks. And thank you, Chase. And without further ado, TeamVLR is out, man. Peace.